Hi there guys, Vino here and welcome to this Vino Plonk production. I'm angry. I'm really upset and angry, and you probably can't tell too much, but I will tell you that I had a lot of other videos planned before I did something like this. However, this video has been bumped up to the top because of what I witnessed yesterday on eBay / the other day. So I have a cup of coffee with me in this wonderful, slightly dirty Costa glass with 2 scoops of coffee in this because I'm that annoyed. I need to be that revved up for this kind of video. And that is a very strong cup of coffee that when I took the first mouthful, wasn't tasting particularly good. Isn't tasting too bad now. So what we are not going to be looking at in this video is this, which is the Alfred Hitchcock 18 movie collection. This cost me £70 and it's worth every penny, in my opinion. Of course, opinions are very much individual to each person, but I think this is very much worth the £70 I personally paid for it. And I will be doing a video on this later on this week, and there's a reason why I'm sort of bigging up that set. It's a glorious, beautiful set with 5 packs in there, each spread with about, I think there's 5 films in 3 of the packs, sorry, and then there's 3 in the last pack, making a total of 18 films. Plus there's a bunch of wonderful memorabilia, plus you've got that really nice lenticular lens. That's about £70. Now if I was a bit more prepared, I would grab one of my sets that's more around the price of what I'm going to be showing off in a minute. I really don't like doing these videos. I really don't, because it fills me with contempt. I don't like being filled with contempt. This is my copy of the Wire Complete Collection on DVD. Now I used to have the British version, the PAL version of the Wire, but I sold it to CX a number of years ago, plus mine was water damaged because I bought it from CX in the first place for £58. I bought it from CX for £58. The irony of the story is literally just down the road, about, how long down the road? 1,000 metres, if that, down the road, less than that down the road, was an H&V store that was selling brand new for £52. The reason why I couldn't buy it for £52 is because I was using a CX voucher, otherwise I would have foregone that set. Anyway, when I sold that set, I decided to look on eBay for the US version of The Wire, which this is modelled after. Hence, please take note of me saying this is modelled after the US sets. This cost me a grand total of £5. I think I bought it for £20 originally. Then I got a tenner off because I was owed some money by eBay through PayPal because of a reason. And then the seller gave me £5 off of this set. Why did the seller give me £5 off of this set? Well, some of you probably know where this is going. This is a bootleg set. This is a cheap imitation of the US set. However, it's good enough that it's going to fool a majority of people. Now, the discs themselves actually aren't that bad, and they're of pretty good quality, and they have all the menus, they have all of the extra features that you'd expect from the DVD set. So the actual discs themselves aren't that bad, and the quality seems amicable to the DVD sets. What quite often happens with these bootleg sets is they use low quality DVDs, or they cram too much content onto specific DVDs, lowering the bit rate and just trashing the quality. However, these seem to be pretty good, on par as far as that's concerned. However, the packaging is not. So the first telltale, this is second hand, but it just doesn't seem consistent with its colour. I don't know if you can actually make out any of that. I'm not going to get all of these out, but the biggest tell that this is, when you first open it up rather, well, the biggest tell is this, it's a bootleg set. These are very flimsy. These are very flimsy. And if I open it up and show you inside, there, if I push this disc in there a bit, you can see it splitting the holder, if you will. The other massive way of telling that this is a bootleg set is the fact they have these silly bags, these baguettes. The other thing, yeah, oh, that distinct smell. The other very distinct thing with these sets, with these bootleg sets, they smell very oily. The reason why they smell very oily, and my Beatles fake stereo box set is very similar in that regard, in fact that stinks even more, is they use kerosene. So kerosene is aviation fuel. They use kerosene, or is it aviation oil? Anyway, it's used in aviation. They use it to bulk out ink. So they, way back when, people found out that you use kerosene to basically bulk out ink. So you buy ink, which is expensive, if you didn't know. Then you buy kerosene, which isn't as expensive. You mix the two together and it volumizes the ink, essentially. Well, bootleggers, because they're trying to spend as little as possible as they can per unit to crank these things out, use kerosene to bulk up the ink production. And these smell as a result. There's a very distinct, oily, maybe a bit of a petrol kind of smell to them. And I would hazard a guess, if I was to light this, it would actually catch fire quite well, because of course kerosene is combustible. So, I only paid £5 for the set, and for what the set is, I'm actually happy with this, believe it or not. However, there's always been a bugging voice in the back of my head that I need to upgrade this set, either buy the genuine DVD set, or better yet, you buy the, I say, recently released Blu-ray set. Back in 2015, HBO decided to author their big 3 series. That's Deadwood, The Wire, and The Sopranos. They've remastered and brought them to Blu-ray. The Sopranos Blu-ray, which I have, is bloody superb. Again, that packaging is shit, to be honest, but it's actually genuine, believe it or not, which I'm shocked to find out that's a genuine HBO set, but nonetheless. Also, I'm getting, brain fart. I keep looking at getting Deadwood on Blu-ray, but I keep hearing that it's not a good mastering process or transfer process, so I'm kind of holding off till I find out a bit more information. And of course, the last thing is The Wire. The reason why I'm making this video is because I've now bought The Wire on Blu-ray. It's coming in 2 days' time. It's coming on Tuesday. However, before I decided to take the plunge and buy The Wire on Blu-ray, I was looking on eBay for The Wire on Blu-ray. And guess what popped up? Not one, not two, not 3, but 4 different listings of this exact set. That in its own right is troubling, because all of these sellers are selling it as the Region 1 US sets. This is Region 3. All bootleg sets that I'm aware of are Region 3. These, on the DVDs themselves, they say DVD 9. Whenever a set says DVD 9 on the disc, unless it's some cheap Chinese... Actually, I've just realised, maybe this is a Chinese copy. I'll get to that in a minute. Unless it's some cheap Chinese copy, the actual versions won't say DVD 9 on the set, because DVD 9 is actually the media, the blank media trademark or copyright, if you like. It's what the double-sided, double-density, dual-layer discs are called. They're called DVD 9s, although they only hold about 8.5 gig, but they're called DVD 9s for convenience sake. They say that on the DVD. The actual, if you bought the original of this, it wouldn't say that. So yeah, the fact that people are selling this as the Region 1 set, I know for a fact this is Region 3, that is, kind of, it means they've been misleaded, which kind of upsets me somewhat. The biggest thing that kind of does upset me is they are selling this set. One person selling it for £20, which, depending on your preference, may not be too bad of a price to pay for it. One person selling it for £40, and then one person selling it for £70. It goes without saying that I would not recommend buying the set for either £40 or £70. One of the reasons why is you can buy the genuine Blu-ray set for £60. In fact, £57.99. Right now, note £52.99 actually, because it's gone down in price on Amazon. It was £57.99, it's gone down to £52.99, and I got a further £5 off it on Amazon because I had a £5 promotional credit that I got a while ago from eBay. I do not suggest you pay £40 or £70 for this set. Please do your research if you're on eBay looking for The Wire, because it's rampant with fakes. I don't know what company, because they are actually companies, what bootleg company or bootleg operation were putting these out, but they managed to get these out all over the place, it seems, and people are actually selling these legit if they're a region 1 set. This is not a region 1 set, this is a bootleg. The only other explanation I can think of this is a cheap Chinese imitation. China have some interesting laws when it comes to media, and their laws aren't as strict, shall we say, as the Western world. Also, they don't get a lot of the stuff we get, which is ironic because a lot of our stuff is made in China, shipped over to us, and yet they get the short shrift, the short end of that stick. Anyway, if you go to a Chinese market, you'll see these dime a dozen, and you'll see police officers perusing them as well, and they don't bat an eyelid. They look at one of these cheap sets and turn away. I've in the past done some research in the Chinese market and found out they produce these kind of things for the Chinese market quite often. This could be a Chinese imitation, but it goes without saying this is not the genuine article, and people are trying to sell this on eBay for the genuine article. It may be they don't know themselves, and it's highly possible, but if I could even stop one person accidentally buying a bootleg version of the Wire Region 1, air quotes, set, then I've done my duty, I've done my due diligence, and this has been a bit of a ranty video, because I do not like seeing fakes on eBay. I've got a whole host of different copies of different things on eBay that come up regular with fakes. The Beatles mono box set, the Beatles stereo box set, the John Lennon signature box set, the Pink Floyd Oh By The Way box set, the Pink Floyd Discovery box set. All of those, if you go to Google right now, I bet you can buy any of those for about the £30–40 mark. They're all going to be fake. None of them are going to be genuine. There is one listing of a genuine version of the Beatles mono set on eBay right now for £200, because that's the kind of price that kind of thing is garnering. It goes without saying, guys, I know I'm probably teaching somebody how to a granny to suck an egg, but to the same token, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get back to relaxing and hanging out and chilling out and checking out some more videos on the Wire Blu-ray set, and I'll be back maybe the next couple of days, hopefully the next couple of days, with a much cheerier upbeat video on maybe a bit of a nicer set. Obviously in the next couple of days I will be doing a video on the genuine The Wire Blu-ray box set and showing that off, and of course talking about The Wire on Blu-ray and talking about The Wire in general, because it is continually, even these days, heralded as one of the best shows, the greatest shows ever made. So I'll tell my own little bits and bobs about my personal journey with The Wire. Anyway, guys, as always, please enjoy the rest of your day. As always, take care of yourself, and until next time, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next video.